This story is real and has been widely reported. The Russian vlogger has been accused of secretly filming women in Africa. In early 2026, a disturbing story began circulating online and in international news reports. A Russian video creator had traveled across parts of Africa, filming interactions with women and allegedly recording intimate encounters without their knowledge. He allegedly acted like a friendly tourist, secretly recorded encounters using smart glasses cameras, then uploaded and monetized the footage online, until some victims recognized themselves in the viral videos. The man, believed to be a Russian content creator who used several online aliases, had reportedly visited countries including Ghana and Kenya. On the surface, his content appeared similar to the style of street vloggers, or so-called pickup artists who film conversations with strangers in public places. But investigators say the reality was far more troubling. According to authorities and victims who later came forward, the vlogger approached women in public spaces such as shopping centers, streets, and social venues. He would strike up conversations, flirt, and sometimes arrange private meetings. While some of the encounters themselves were described as consensual, the women say they were never informed that they were being recorded. Investigators believe the man used hidden recording devices, reportedly concealed in items such as glasses or small body-mounted cameras. The footage was then allegedly uploaded online or distributed through private channels where viewers paid to access it. As the videos spread online, several women began recognizing themselves. What they believed had been private moments had been turned into online content without their consent. Soon after, dozens of complaints began to surface. Authorities in Ghana and Kenya opened investigations, treating the case as a potential violation of privacy, exploitation, and unlawful recording. Government officials described the situation as deeply concerning, especially because the content appeared to target women who had no idea they were being filmed. The case has sparked outrage on social media and in local communities. Many people have raised broader concerns about the growing trend of content creators pushing boundaries in pursuit of views, money, and online fame. Others highlighted the vulnerability of individuals being secretly recorded and exposed online. By the time investigations began, the Russian vlogger was believed to have already left Ghana. This has complicated the legal process, as pursuing charges across international borders can be difficult. Authorities have discussed possible international cooperation, but if the suspect remains outside the countries where the incidents occurred, prosecution may prove challenging. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the suspect's exact identity, several names and aliases have circulated online. The case has already had a lasting impact. It has triggered conversations about consent, digital exploitation, and the responsibilities of online creators. For many of the women involved, the issue is not simply about a controversial video creator. It is about privacy, dignity, and the lasting consequences of having personal moments secretly recorded and shared with the world. Could this be happening because of the rise of pickup travel content? Over the past decade, a niche category of online content has grown rapidly across YouTube, Telegram, and subscription platforms. Often marketed as pickup or social experiment videos, these creators film interactions with strangers, frequently focusing on flirting or dating. Many creators operate within legal boundaries by obtaining consent and releasing edited videos with participants' approval. However, some critics say the format also creates incentives for more extreme behavior. By the early 2020s, a number of controversial creators had begun traveling internationally, especially to regions where enforcement of privacy laws or filming regulations might be weaker. The Russian creator at the center of the Ghana and Kenya case appeared to operate within this broader ecosystem. The man accused in the investigation has been described as a Russian national and travel vlogger who used several online aliases. Because of the use of pseudonyms and private platforms, identifying his exact identity has proven difficult. Different names circulated online as the story spread, adding confusion to the investigation. However, with that clear image of him smiling, it is just a matter of time. This chap will be caught. The allegations have triggered significant public anger, particularly online. Many commentators have described the situation as a form of digital exploitation, arguing that women had been manipulated into appearing in explicit videos, and the content targeted local communities for foreign audiences, and the victims have little control once the videos are published online. Advocacy groups have indeed highlighted the broader issue of image-based abuse, which has become a growing legal concern worldwide. Kenya's gender minister condemned the secret filming of women by the Russian man, saying the act would be investigated in collaboration with international authorities. The minister, Hannah Cheptimo, said the actions were a form of exploitation and urged affected women to seek support through a toll-free helpline number. Ghana has launched an investigation into a man believed to be Russian who is accused of secretly recording sexual encounters with several women and publishing them online without their consent. This horrid case has sparked public outrage in Ghana. Samuel George, the Ghana Minister for Communications, told a news conference in Accra that the government has taken steps to trace and secure relevant digital and financial evidence linked to publication of the intimate footage. Separately, Ghana's foreign ministry has gone a step further. The ministry called the Russian ambassador Sergei Berdnikov to formally convey the government's strong displeasure over what it described as the atrocious conduct of the individual, which it said clearly violates Ghanaian law, and to seek Russia's cooperation in pursuing justice. By the way, Ghana and Russia do not have an extradition treaty. So, attempts by Ghanaian authorities to extradite a Russian national accused of non-consensual filming and distribution of intimate images might be stalled by the Russians due to the lack of treaty. Russia's constitution supersedes any potential extradition request. I reckon the alternative would be using Interpol to issue a red notice to restrict the suspect's travel outside Russia. Are women in the third world countries gullible? No, women in the third world or developing countries are not inherently more gullible than anyone else. What can happen, though, is that certain situations make people anywhere more vulnerable to manipulation. In many cultures, people are more open to talking with strangers in public places, such as shops, markets, streets. A friendly foreign tourist starting a conversation may not seem suspicious. Sometimes a foreign visitor may appear wealthier, socially influential, interesting, or prestigious. That can make some people less suspicious of their intentions, but it doesn't mean they are gullible. It is a social dynamic seen all over the world. The issue isn't that women in developing countries are gullible. The issue is someone using deception, hidden cameras, and social manipulation to exploit trust. According to complaints and reports, he would approach women in public places such as malls or on the street and start casual conversations. This scammer at times pretended to need help with something, like finding an apartment or getting local advice. For example, it was reported by one woman that he told her he was looking for an apartment to rent. They exchanged numbers and arranged to meet at his place to discuss the rental fees. When she arrived, the conversation changed and she quickly left. Ghana and Kenya should circulate his passport details to all the embassies and high commissions around the world. This is the kind of person who is ruining the dissent work or reporting by dissent YouTubers. Thanks for your time. Stay safe.